Raise your hand if you updated a package this month. 275 million students, 263 exposed firewalls, 2.45 billion malicious requests in 5 hours. May 2026 didn't ease a scene. It hit hard, hit fast, and hit the infrastructure we assumed was safe. Here are the 20 stories you need to know. Welcome back to Cybertruck. Without wasting time, moving to our first update are from Canvas. Infrastructure Mega Breach. Imagine 275 million students logging into their exam platform and it's already in the hands of criminals. Cine Hunters breached Canvas starting April 25, stealing names, emails, student IDs and private messages from 9,000 institutions. On May 7, during final exam, they defaced the login page. Infrastructure paid the ransom. The data was published anyway. Payment is not protection. Largest education system breach in history, timed for maximum disruption. Second update are from Palo Alto, PenOS CV20260330. Your firewall is supposed to stop attackers. What happens when the firewall is the vulnerability? CVC score is 9.8. No credential required. Memory corruption in the PenOS authentication portal gave attackers root level RC on 263,000 internet-facing firewalls. Exploitation started April 9th, over a month before the May 13 page. If you weren't patched by mid-May, you were exposed for weeks. Third update are from Trapdoor, npm plus pip plus creds.io. What if you couldn't trust any package manager? Not npm, not pip, not creds.io, all at once. First coordinated tri-ecosystem supply chain attack of 2026, 34 malicious packages, 384 versions, 3 ecosystems, simultaneously targets were deliberate. Crypto, DFI, Solana and AI developers. Payload stole SSH key, AWS tokens, cloud credentials, wallets and browser data. For persistence, Rogi, Cloud.md and .cursor rules file planted in project root. For update are from Glassworm C2 track down. It took 3 companies and a global operations to kill malware that spread through developers' own tools. Glassworm spread via Trojan, VS Code extension and malicious npm and Python packages, running a P2P C2 network across 4 channels. On May 26, CrowdStrike, Google and Shadow Server hit all 4 simultaneously. Key detail is Glassworm check device local and script CIS region machines. Russian origin operated by the evidence. Fifth update are from Lightspeed cPanel plugin. A perfect 10 CVS score, the highest score possible, and it was being exploited before the patch existed. Any unauthenticated cPanel user, not an admin, just any user, could call LWS Redis able and escalate straight to root. Millions of install affected. Exploitation confirmed before the patch. Fixed in version 2.4.5. If you are running 2.3 through 2.4.4 anywhere, that's a critical action item right now. Sixth update are from Quasar Linux RAT. What do you do when malware has no command and control server? Because every infected machine is the server. QLNX runs a P2P mesh. Each host relays command to others. Kernel level rootkit hide processes under legitimate service names. PAM backdoor survives reboots and credentials rotations. Functionally irremovable without a full rebuild. The most resilient Linux threat of 2026. 7 update are from Microsoft Exchange. Millions of enterprises depend on one premise Exchange. This month all of them were exposed before Microsoft had a fix. Access and a spoofing flaw in Exchange server actively exploited before a permanent patch existed. Microsoft pushed emergency mitigation via EEMS while the real fix was prepared. Out-of-band update followed. On-premise Exchange remains a high priority target. Every CV here demands immediate attention. 8 updates are from Drupal core SQL injection. CISA added this to the known exploited vulnerability list within 48 hours of the patch. Real attacks were already happening before most people heard about it. SQL injection in Drupal database abstraction API across all versions 8.9 through 11.3, enabling privilege escalation and full RC. Drupal powers government portal and millions of public sites. Older unsupported versions require manual remediation. The patch doesn't auto-apply. 9th update are from Laravel Lang PHP package backdoor. Running Composer update on a Friday and handling your credential to an attacker. That and exactly what happened on May 2nd, 22 An attacker gained org level access to Laravel Lang on GitHub and in minutes pushed 700 malicious versions across 4 packages. Lang HTTP status attributes and actions. Every developer who ran Composer update in that window received a cross-platform credential stealer, one of the fastest scale PHP supply chain attacks ever recorded. 10 updates are from Muddy Water uses Chaos ransomware as cover. What if ransomware wasn't about money, just a smoke screen? Iran Muddywear APT ran a full espionage operation, credential harvesting, lateral movement, data exfiltration, then listed the victim on the Chaos ransomware leak site to misdirect investigators. No encryption deployed. The ransom was a prop. Attribution obfuscation at its most sophisticated. Code signing sets and infrastructure traced back to Muddy Water. 11th update from Ivanti EPMM. Control the mobile device manager and you control every device it manages. That's why Ivanti keeps appearing on this list. Improper input validation in Ivanti EPMM's admin interface allowed authenticated admins to execute remote code, actively exploited. MDM compromise gives attacker ownership of every managed endpoint. This is a defining 2026 pattern. Sophisticated actors especially hunting Ivanti because the blast radius is enormous. 12th update are from 40 client EMS. InfoStealer. The patch existed, the fix was available, organization just hadn't applied it, and attackers knew exactly who they were. Attackers targeted unpatched 40 client EMS environments and used that trusted endpoint infrastructure to push EKZ InfoStealer to every managed device in the network. Article confirmed the active campaign in late May. A patch vulnerability is only safe once the patch is actually deployed. 13th update are from NX Console VS Code extension. 2.2 million developers silently received a malicious ID update without clicking anything. A prior compromise of NX infrastructure was used to push version 18.95.0 of the Angular console extension. Automatically delivered to VS Code cursor and JetBrains ID. CIC linked it to the broader Megalodon campaign targeting CI/CD and developer tooling. The Open VSX marketplace version was not affected. 14th update are from Diamond Tools. Quick Rat. This attack spent its first stage figuring out who was worth hitting. Then it went after only them. Weaponized Diamond Tools installer hit 100 plus countries. A stage 1 is a data miner profiling every victim globally. A stage 2 is Quick Rat selectively deployed only to high-value government, scientific and manufacturing target in Russia, Belarus and Thailand. Chinese language code elements found in the payload, surgical, multi-stage, nation-state delivered. 15 updates are from Cloud Mythos discovers 10,000 vulnerabilities. What if AI could do the work of an entire security research team across 1,000 code bases simultaneously? Anthropic project Glasswing used my Cloud Mythos preview to autonomously scan 1,000 systematically important open source projects. Result: 10,000 vulnerability identified, 1,726 confirmed true positive, 1,094 rated high or critical. This isn't a research milestone. It's a signal that defense security at AI scale is here. 16th update from fake cloud code stealer. Attackers didn't pick just any target. They picked developers because developers have the key to everything. SEO poisoning placed fake cloud code download pages at the top of research search. Developers got a fireless.net InfoStealer said the logic is deliberate. Developers hold source code, cloud credentials, API keys, CI/CD access, and production infrastructure. One compromised developer can cascade across an entire organization. 17th update from Rapper macOS stealer. Apple shipped new protection in March. By May, they were already bypassed. Reaper used the Apple script URL scheme to trigger malicious execution, completely sidestepping Apple's March 2026 terminal mitigations. Masqueraders as Apple security updates or Google software update hosted on typo-exploited Microsoft domains. Textbook attacker adaptability. The moment a platform hardens one path, they route around it. 18 updates are from 2.45 billion requests DDoS. 136 million requests per minute, sustained for 5 hours. One of 2026 highest volume attacks hit a major user-generated content platform using 1.2 million source IPs over 5 years. At peak, 136 million malicious requests every 60 seconds. A skill alone is a weapon, and without purpose-built mitigation, almost nothing survives it. 19th update from Dodge Disruption Week. Billions of fraud accounts dismantled in days. This is what law enforcement look like when it actually works. Starting May 18, the Dodge and private sector partners took down fraud infrastructure used by transactional cybercrime groups in Myanmar, Cambodia, and Laos. Millions of social media emails and VIP accounts gone. Private sector forged $3.8 million in cryptocurrency voluntarily, part of the scam center's task force. Public-private coordination measuring in real time. 20th October, 38% of GitHub Action workflow vulnerable. A pull request title, a branch name, an issue body, any of these could compromise your entire software pipeline. 38% of GitHub Action CI/CD workflows are vulnerable to script injection via user control inputs. A single malicious PR could inject backdoor into builds or steal signing key, affecting millions of open source and enterprise repositories. Check your workflows, sanitize your inputs. This one is hiding in plain sight. That's all from May 2026. Thank you for watching my videos. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. Stay aware, stay safe, stay updated.